Why should a customer choose you over literally everyone else? I mean, that's the biggest question in business, right? The answer is your value proposition. So, over the next few minutes, we're going to dig into exactly how to build one that doesn't just get you noticed, but actually helps you win.
Okay, let's start by looking at where things usually go wrong. Come on, we've all been there. You're super excited, you know you've got a great product, you step up to make your big pitch, and crickets. It just falls completely flat. Let's figure out why that happens.
I bet every single one of us has said something that sounds just like this. And it feels good to say, doesn't it? It sounds so professional, so confident. You think you're telling them about your quality and your expertise.
But what's the real reaction you get? You know the one. It's that polite little nod, the blank stare, maybe a vague, "Oh, that's nice." The connection just isn't there. That thud you hear, that's the sound of your message completely missing the mark.
All of these statements, every single one fails for the exact same reason. They are totally generic. Save you money. Okay, is that $1 or $1 million? Best service means absolutely nothing without some kind of proof. These phrases are just vague. They're not convincing, and honestly, they're just plain forgettable.
So here's the bottom line. Every customer you talk to is running a little acid pest in their head. They might not say it out loud, but they're thinking, why should I listen to you? And why should I care about any of this? If your pitch can't answer those two questions instantly, you've already lost. That's the bar you have to clear.
All right, enough about what's broken. Let's flip this around and start building the solution. We're going to put together a statement that aces that acid test every single time. Now, this isn't just some boring business jargon. A value proposition is your promise, plain and simple. It really stands on 3 pillars. First, relevancy. How do you solve my specific problem? Second is value. What exact, measurable, good stuff am I going to get? And third, differentiation. Why should I pick you over the dozen other options I'm looking at?
A really great way to get your head around this is the FAB model. Features are the what, the technical specs. Advantages are the how it's better than what they're using now. But benefits? Benefits are the why. This is the magic step. This is where you translate what your product is into what it actually means for your customer. And listen, if you only take one thing away from this, let it be this. Nobody buys a 1/4-inch drill bit because they want a 1/4-inch drill bit. They buy it because they want a 1/4-inch hole. You have to stop selling the drill, the features, and start selling the hole, the benefit. Everything has to be framed in their world, their problems, and what they want to achieve.
Okay, let's get into the really juicy stuff now. This is the core idea that separates a pretty good value proposition from one that is absolutely killer. It's all about understanding where you really fit in the market.
I want you to think about this like a poker game. Your points of parity, or pops, those are the table stakes. They're the basic features everyone just expects you to have to even be in the game. But your points of difference, your PODs, that's your winning hand. That's the unique, compelling ace up your sleeve that makes them bet on you. Now you might be sitting there thinking your winning hand is huge, that you're totally different from everybody else. But for most businesses out there, this number, 70%, is the cold, hard reality. What that means is there's this huge 70% area of common ground, the parity area, and it is a trap. Because when you only talk about what's the same between you and your competitor, the conversation always ends up focused on the one thing left to compare, price. And now you're not selling value anymore, you're just haggling.
This quote just nails it. Your unique value isn't just a line item on a feature list. It's a perception. It's a story that you have to build inside your customer's mind, so that when they think of a certain problem, your company is the first thing that pops into their head.
So, let's get practical. How do we take all these ideas and actually forge them into one powerful statement? A statement that shines a spotlight on your difference and wins over that customer. Let's look at the actual blueprints. Now, here's what's so important. Your strategy is not one size fits all. It totally depends on where you sit in the market. If you're the big market leader, you shout about your differences, your PODs. But what if you're a newer player, a Me Too competitor? You might actually want to emphasize parity. We do everything the big guys do, but it's all about knowing your position and playing smart. Let's just see this in action. The weak statement is a fuzzy promise. The strong one, that's a verifiable result. It's not just saving money. It's a 50% reduction in labor costs and a very specific $15,000 saving. You feel the difference? Specificity is what makes you credible.
Feeling a little stuck?
Here is an incredible fill-in-the-blanks template to get you going. It forces you to define your audience, their pain, your solution, and your key differentiator, all in one sentence. Go ahead and pause here if you want and try filling this out for your own business. It's powerful stuff.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final challenge, one question to really chew on. How would you complete this sentence? Only our company offers. Answering that, really answering it, isn't just a simple exercise. It's the very heart of your unique, killer value proposition. Find that answer and trust me, you'll never get a blank stare again.